Hey guys, this is Stephan here, and we're back to another Roblox tutorial. And in this tutorial, what we're gonna do is we're gonna mess with the effects of explosion and fire. This two goes hand in hand, so we're gonna tackle them both. Um, Also because explosion is mostly used on coding parts. So it's kind of not really one time, but you can use it. If you notice, every time I click on the explosion, it works something like that. So you can't really edit that, but you could adjust it on the position of the actual part. Let's say, let's create a part. By the way, we're starting. So let's just get the position of this and then put it on explosion. Explosion would be there on the part. So this is mostly used on coding parts because whenever we attach it, it's gonna trigger the effect. You can also code this. You can also code it so that it would have like continuous effect or maybe random explosion and stuff. But how we want to do it is we also add a fire effect on it. So whenever we create this and then let's try to repaste it, what we want is to also have fire in it. So let's just add this on the part. So what's gonna happen is, oops, it's going back on. Hold on. Uh, since it's going back there, let's just put it there. Because usually this two goes on the code, and whenever it explodes, it's gonna have the fire effect. So let's let's cut this first, and then repaste, and then you're gonna have something on fire. And how we edit that is first off is let's adjust this. um if you don't want something to be destroyed, like on the codes you can actually destroy parts, so just put this on 0. But if you actually want to destroy something, just put it somewhere there. So what we're gonna have is a little bit slower on effect, and then we're gonna have the fire to go over maybe a bit more larger, but you can definitely edit on this part. And let's make it a little bit more reddish. And let's make the size a bit more fire, zero point 0.5 on time scale. um, I think this is a little bit too large. Hold on. Yeah, I think this would be all right now. And then let's have this on transparency. And what's initially gonna happen is, let's say you don't have a part coded, something along those lines, and whenever you want to have an effect on your game, just code that the part would enter that game, and it's gonna be something like this. And then you would have fire on part. So let's say this is the house, like or let's say this is the respawn of every player. And if you want like an effect of not really hero landing, but more on effect of something whenever someone responds, you can just, let's say, you this is your code, it's just plain old game, and whenever someone responds, s- go you get something like this, and then you would have fire, and then the player would be like that. And let's say that was a house, you could also do that. Another good one for it is whenever you have like rocket launchers. So use a part with an explosion and fire, and then have that part be assigned explosion and a fire as soon as it reach contact with something. So this is mostly used to the code, and it goes as something like that. So yeah, I hope you learned something in this video and follow us for more. So in the future, maybe we'll add this on our codes, on our games. But for now, let us know if you want to see more tutorials from us. Catch you on another video.